There's this huge breaking campaign right now called 10 of the Same.
10 of the same. We're like, what are they talking? It's always a number thing, isn't it?
It's always. Yeah,
here's the actual document there.
Yes. So where are we here? Okay, yeah, sorry. I'll translate some of this stuff.
Yeah.
So this is the law right now. What's happening is China is pretending to care about catching illegal scammers coming across the border.
Yeah.
The idea is that you have scammers from China. You have the Shaju Pen thing, which you talked about in your video, where you can explain that real quick.
Yeah, the pig slaughtering scam. If you've ever gotten a random good-looking woman adding you on WhatsApp or sending you text messages and saying, trying to be your friend, oh, I got the wrong number, but you seem like a nice person, let's chat. And then it gets to like, how about investing in crypto or invest in some Forex thing? These scammers, because they can quite easily be caught within the borders of China, they usually set up shop just outside of China. So they go to Laos or Vietnam or Thailand or wherever they can go there, and they set up their scamming offices, because that allows them to freely scam the people of China. Believe it or not, that's like their biggest market, actually, is the people. They scam their own people more. And internationally.
So yeah, the important feature of this crackdown, the 10 of the Same crackdown that we found, is that they didn't take it seriously until they started affecting Chinese people within the borders of China.
Yes.
Right? They don't give a shit if you're in America or whatever. They'll let you scam all day and all night. They cared when people in China started getting effective and they got the wrong people.
Yeah, they scammed the wrong people.
If you scam the wrong person, like let's say it's a government official or something, then all of a sudden there's going to be some massive push. The 10 of the Same crackdown.
Yeah, you can scam foreigners all you want, though.
Yeah, and actually this had a knock-on effect. That's why you're seeing these crackdowns in Guangxi, which we just saw with the placard thing.
Yeah.
Actually, what's happening here is this is a deregistration campaign. Go to the next slide. It's a little bit more visual. Of northern Myanmar, so Burma.
Yeah.
You know how China had this huge thing where they supported the military junta?
Yes.
In Burma. What that did was it facilitated a lot of Chinese people going into Burma to try to make money. Right?
Yeah. Set up businesses.
You have this like friendly to China government all of a sudden.
Yeah.
You have all these illegal businesses, which actually already existed, but they're more now.
Sure.
And then all of a sudden, those businesses turn from illegal jade or drugs, and China just passes a blind eye. They don't look at it because it's not affecting China, right?
Yeah.
All of a sudden, you scam the wrong person. They set up these telecommunications scams, and they're scamming people in China. Chinese people scamming people in China, by the way, living in Burma. And they come up with this massive crackdown campaign, 10 of the Same. So what they do is they're calling for your hukou, which is your household registration.
That's something that you don't understand how important this is. Think of it as your social security number, your birth certificate, all in one.
Right.
You cannot live without this thing. Your hukou is basically your own domestic passport. It proves you're a person and from what area you're from. Without it, you can't go to school. Without it, you can't get a job. Without it, you can't open a bank account. You can't do anything. It is your identity. And you could include a driver's license, everything all in one. That's what a hukou is. You need that.
So they're saying if you are scamming people from Burma as a Chinese person, scamming Chinese people as a Chinese person, and you don't come back to China to face your punishment, then you get your hukou canceled, which basically makes you like stateless.
Yes.
Means they can do anything to you at that point. Your hukou means everything. I remember when people that didn't have a local hukou would get arrested in Huizhou when I was in that police station. That's when they got beat up, disappeared. They're done.
Yeah, because you're not a person.
You're not a person. You don't have a local hukou.
Yeah.
If you're a local hukou, they have to kind of play by the rules a little more. Okay, he's a local,
Yeah.
So if you have your hukou effectively deleted, you're screwed.
Yeah.
You might not even be able to come back.
No, that's the thing. How are you going to come back because you're not a person?
No.
It's like taking your citizenship away.
Correct.
It's like if you're an American, you go overseas, they cancel your citizenship and your passport is null and void. What are you going to do? You can't come back.
So let me read this. So this is the translation. So 10 of the Same, which is this campaign.
10 of the Same.
Resolutely blocked fraud from northern Myanmar and initiated the deregistration procedure, making people stateless, basically. This practice of the state is really pleasing to the average person.
Okay.
It helps people, right? The national implementation of this does not mean that it's only implemented in a few regions. So this is all over. So if you get caught, that's why this is spreading to other regions.
Sure.
It's not just in northern Myanmar. This is where this started, right?
Yeah.
This country's attitude shows the country's attitude towards fraudsters. which is all well and good.
Yeah.
But internet fraud is so rampant, and the country has always been cracking down on it. However, this time the country's actions have directly caused those who smuggled abroad to commit online fraud against Chinese citizens directly to have returned to their country and surrender. So what they're saying is they promise that if you, who've been caught, by the way, if you go to the next slide, I think this is very important to show.
Yeah.
You guys remember the whole social credit system thing? Mm-hmm. Remember that what that is actually a huge online public database of people that can be judged, right? There are hundreds of pages of these people as their names, birth date, their address, where they currently are, every single doxing detail you can ever imagine, right?
By the way, this is all public on the same website.
Yeah, and I blanked this out.
Yeah, we blanked out their details.
It's not blanked out on the government website.
No.
Every single person that's been involved. Now, keep in mind, this is not even just people that are actually doing the scams. This is people maybe even distantly related to them or have been or currently in that country.
Sure.
This is how crackdown quotas work, is they have to get a certain amount of people, so they throw an umbrella or a blanket out there and everyone gets caught in the net, right? So you have all these people here, and this is just a small smattering of them. They're saying to these people, like as a loudspeaker abroad, if you don't come back right now and get arrested, we're going to arrest you for international fraud, whether it's human trafficking or telecommunication scams, then we're literally going to cancel your citizenship. Yeah. It's crazy.
Yeah, exactly.
And this is what you're seeing in the Guangxi thing.
But I like how they say it's only if you scammed Chinese people. If you scam other people, it's okay. Fine. You don't need to come back. Yeah, do what you want.
So so we have all the 10 traits here. So
it's long. Just give
money
a quick
laundering.
paraphrase.
There's
10 of the same.
Agriculture, everything's going to get canceled. You're effed.
Yeah.
If you've been participating in this and you don't come back.
And one of them
says all immediate family members of those stranded in northern Myanmar will not be provided new homesteads or declare new housing. So they're screwed.
Yeah. And they also go into like your children will not be able to get schooling.
Yes, that's a good point.
It's all part of this ridiculous thing. It's like this mafia type thing. And we were discussing this. You know, when they really want to go after someone, okay, they say to them, okay, if you don't come and get arrested, then you're going to be blackmarked, you're going to be blacklisted, and your children aren't going to be able to go to school. Your children aren't going to be able to apply for loans, that kind of thing. It's disgusting. What you're doing is perpetrating crime, because what are you doing? If let's say they really do have a criminal father, why do the children have to be punished? You know what I mean?
Daddy you went to go scam people while he was living in Burma, and now I can't go to school.
Just imagine in America, someone goes to jail, and you're like, okay, your kids are not allowed to go to school now. What the hell?
Like what?
Just because
more crime,
Daddy went to jail, so now we can't go to school. So now we don't have an education. Now we're going to become criminals.
Isn't China such a paradise? What a paradise! Why are people looking up to the CCP's leadership?
I don't know. These shills that keep going on about how great China is, they obviously don't see this part of China.
It's Nazi Germany-esque. Yeah. It very much is.
It's terrible.
It's like you're guilty for your family's crimes.
Yeah.
Not only that, like I said, the amount of people that are getting caught up in the net of this aren't necessarily all criminals.
No.
But listen to this. This is the last line here.
Yeah.
This is the government's quote, by the way. The 10 of the same is not just a talking point.
Okay.
Never challenge the bottom line of our public security organs, the PSB, right?
Yeah.
Advise the lost people. They call them the lost people, who are the Chinese people living and scamming while they're living in Burma, who stay in northern Myanmar, who engage in fraud, to return home as soon as possible and surrender and strive for a lighter punishment. That's scary.
Strive for a lighter punishment.
You're on this list. That is terrifying.
You just need to be like this.
You just need to be like
or
this.
Smell it. Alcohol and tobacco consumption.
What?
The kind Santa Claus with a gray beard and a red cotton-padded coat, all together with his cute deer.
His cute
Together with his cute deer.
Why is she so upset? She's like, this is the worst painting I've ever seen.
Yes, I do.
Is that like Arnold Schwarzenegger or something? Yes,
too.
I do.
Sorry, baby.
That is the shittiest ad I've ever seen.